Let's cross to the Indian capital. Let's speak to our correspondent Pavni Mittal. Pavni, talk us through what's been going on today and how significant it is.
Thank you.
In Indian politics, just weeks ahead of the upcoming elections that begin in just under 20 days, massive show of strength by opposition leaders in the national capital who held that joint rally called Save Indian Democracy. They're alleging that the governing BJP is weaponizing federal agencies to go after them. This comes just days after at least two top politicians have been arrested over allegations of corruption. Several other opposition leaders are also under investigation. India's national opposition party has said that tax agencies have frozen its bank accounts and they're unable to access close to 18.5 million euros for their election campaign. They have alleged that Prime Minister Modi is being autocratic and have asked the Election Commission, which conducts the elections, to make sure that the elections are free and fair and that there is a level playing field. What is interesting is that opposition parties have been trying to form a coalition to take on the BJP in these elections, and they have struggled. There have been ideological differences, and they are opposing parties in various regions, but this seems to have given them a common ground, a common cause to come together at the right time.
It's interesting, Pavni, one takeaway from what you've just said there, talking about not just the arrest and jailing of rivals and the allegations that centred at the government saying that this is part of the legal process, but also some of the significant parties, the Congress party, saying that it's had money frozen, owes something like $200 million. Again, that's campaign money, they would say. Narendra Modi's party denying this, and I think as an onlooker and a France 24 viewer looking at this, why would his party be doing something like this? His party is doing very well in the polls, isn't it?
Prime Minister Narendra Modi remains the most popular leader India has seen in decades, and his party is favoured to win a record third term. In fact, the criticism that has come and his party's strong rejection has only strengthened his brand of nationalism. And, for the BJP, this is not about just winning an election. They know that they're favored to win. For them, their goal is to win an even bigger majority. And opposition parties say that the BJP wants to sort of decimate opposition. And like I said, they have strongly responded to criticism both domestically and internationally. What you're seeing on your screen are visuals of a rally that Prime Minister Modi held today, barely 50 miles from where the opposition parties held their rally. This was him kicking off his re-election, and over there he said to his followers that he was in fact, and his government was in fact fighting corrupt leaders. His party and the government has also hit back at international criticism, recently responding to the jailing of the two politicians, particularly Delhi's chief minister. The United Nations, the US, and Germany all raised concerns calling for free and fair legal process in this case. The party hit back, saying this was an internal matter, and strongly condemned it. We've also learned from media reports that the government is planning to release its own democracy index, its ratings index, after rights groups have sort of downgraded India's democratic record under Modi over allegations of press freedom and minority rights.